Hi, this is Jona from Battle Beast, and you are listening to DaBelly.com.
Hi, this is Dave from DaBelly. Today we're at the Marquee Theater in Phoenix, well, actually Tempe, Arizona. I'm speaking to Jona from Battle Beast. Welcome to Arizona.
Thank you.
Congratulations on Bringer of Pain. The album's been out for a few months now, and I'm kind of curious to hearing a little bit about it. Tell me what you think about the album, how it all came together.
Well, the album was, of course, a big step for the band because it's the first album with me in the band, and it turned out to be the most successful of our albums by far, in streams, in sales, and in reviews actually too. So it's like a very big win. When we made the album, we didn't know how it's gonna turn out because it's a bit different than the rest of the albums, but it turned out great. So I'm pretty happy.
So how did you approach the new record? There's been a personnel change in the band, and of course that meant a writing change in the band. Yeah. I know that you wrote as pretty much as a group itself. How did you approach the album? Did you have a theme in mind, any ideas, or just kind of let it all happen?
Actually, we kind of let it happen. Everyone started drafting songs. After they made a big decision to kick out the last songwriter, they asked me to join the band. I hesitated for a while, but then I joined, and I instantly started writing songs and trying to do the Battle Beast sound. Those guys have written like Battle Beast songs forever, but they have not been on the album because the chemistry in the band was bad. But now with the new, we actually made 20-30 songs, and then we picked the best. In our opinion, we voted as a band to keep it like democratic and like fun for everyone. But of course, it was a harsh decision to what songs will be on the band. And it turned out that my brother Janne made 7 songs, I made 4, the bass player Eero did 1, and Juuso, the other guitarist, did 1. So it turned out to be a bit pretty like democratic album.
The sound is interesting. As you mentioned, it is a departure in sound, but that's not a surprise given that the writing changes. Yeah. In listening to it, the guitars sound very much like British heavy metal. The keyboards got a pop flavor to it. It's an interesting mix, and it all comes together and works. Intended again. You really did want to do all that. That's cool.
Yeah, I guess so. We actually tried to do it, and Janne loves pop music, and he's the producer of the album. So his keyboards have his own touch. They're not the normal heavy metal keyboards. And that's also something we like. But the guitars are, of course, very high gain and very punch, and solos are super fast still. So the sound is there, and the singer, of course, is the same King Nora.
Well, you've got a couple of videos out. How was it doing the videos? Did single day each? A lot of fun?
Yeah, it was super fun actually. The King for a Day video was shot in 2 days. 1 day with the band and 1 day with Nora and the actor alone. There's super many actors in the King for a Day video, so it was the biggest video production we have ever made. So it was super fun and super rewarding. The Familiar Hell video again was done at Christmas in Finland. So we froze our asses off for 1 day at Tampere, and that was very painful day, and I got sick after it, but it got done and everything good. And the Bringer of Pain, the third video, we just made in 1 day in one industrial hall, this traditional heavy metal song, traditional video.
So you've mentioned that you've had a great deal of success on this album. It's the most successful album the band has had so far. You're happy with the reception, the critical success, and as much as the fans?
Yes, we are actually very happy. One big magazine in Finland, or actually 2, said it's the best Battle Beast album thus far. But then of course some smaller medias were like, because it doesn't sound the same. They were of course some critics too, and we actually anticipated that and were waiting for that. But we were overwhelmed with the positive support we got for the album. It's great, hands down great.
I'm sure you shocked your fans a little bit as well. They always want to hear just a small bump from the last album, and here's a large departure. The fans have warmed since? They're all happy?
Yeah, and actually some old school fans maybe have left or not, but we've made like 4 times the crowds in Europe on this tour. Last tour we did in Europe with the Bringer of Pain, our audience is 4 times. So I think there's new fans and there's old fans who like all the stuff, and then there's I think like we've actually managed to do an album which there's so many girls coming to the shows nowadays. Like it's very different from the last album, because it was more these big metal guys like this, and and now it's like everyone. There's kids and everything, so it's maybe a bit more mainstream, but we actually like that very much. We would like to do music that appeals to many kinds of people.
So we were talking just before we rolled the camera here. First trip to America for the band. What are your impressions?
Super good, like super nice crowds. Of course, when you're touring with a band like Sabaton, which is a perfect match for us, the crowds are like loving us. We sell shit tons of merch, so this is a big success. We're actually not going to pay. We actually get paid to be here, even though we are supporting. And the people are so nice. They're like genuinely nice compared with the normal reserved Europeans. And that's also something you see at the shows, because people are like, yeah! And that's great. Super great.
We certainly have a passion for metal music. You mentioned Sabaton. This is a great pairing. It's cool to see your name in association with Sabaton. It makes everybody excited to come to the show.
Yeah, well, Sabaton guys, we've done, before I was in the band, they did one big tour in Europe together, and we've been on many festivals with Sabaton, and they're friends for us. They're like super guys, super good band, and probably the biggest heavy metal act in Europe as we speak. And they are so nice guys. I love to be on tour with Sabaton.
That's very cool. Well, speaking of touring, your tour here in America is up in about a week, maybe 10 days, and then you're heading back to Europe, I suspect. You're hitting the festivals, or what's going on?
Yes. The summer is about festivals, very many Finnish festivals. We've been booked very much in Finland because the album was so successful in Finland. So we play not only metal festivals, but we play many mainstream music festivals in Finland. And then we have the big Leyendas del Rock in Spain, Summer Breeze in Germany, this big Grass Pop Belgium, very big stages and like very big shows for us. But yes, in summer we do only festivals, and in autumn we do Japan, Russia and Finland more.
Any expectation of coming back to America next year?
Yes. Actually, I can't confirm it, but it's in the talks, and I think it will happen next year.
Well, that's exciting. That's all I got. What else do you want to talk about? Is there anything I missed?
America rocks. Thanks for tuning in to DaBelly.com.
Thank you much for your time.